Hello YouTube, this is Lord Tenrine, and today I'm doing something a little bit different. Very recently, we had some excellent news from SNK with the announcement of a free beta test for KOF 13 Global Match arriving Monday the 5th of June from 7 PM Pacific Daylight Time. Now make sure you convert that timing to your region, because if all goes well and the rollback netcode is strong, we will be able to play one of the most incredible KOF games ever made online with people from all over the world. Now with that being said, I know a lot of KOF 15 players within the European community who have not played KOF 13 at all, and the purpose of this video is to introduce them and you wonderful viewers at home to what you're going to be going up against and what you should be made aware of, so that when you do start to play this beautiful game, you do not get bamboozled by how different this iteration of KOF is when the beta does drop. Now without further ado, let's get into it. In KOF 13, you are unable to perform wake-up throws as easily and consistently as you could in KOF 15. This works because although throws are still one frame on startup, if one player has throw invulnerability, then neither player can throw. What this means is that meaties are now safer to do and incredibly strong, depending on the character and button used, allowing you to create links that wouldn't normally be possible. This creates a deep layer of mind games for the aggressor to exploit, with you being able to mix this up with movement options, hops, and even command grabs if delayed enough to outlive the throw invincibility window on their wake up. It is important to note that characters with one frame command grabs can still wake up with them if the opponent attempts to meaty. Alternate guard is a feature in KOF 13 where if you are in a blocking stance, as in just coming out of block stun or just before being put into block stun, you can remain in a blocking state indefinitely until you either press a button, come out of block by going into neutral, or by pressing any other direction. What this does is extend your throw invincibility window. This works because while you are in a blocking stance, you cannot be thrown due to throw invulnerability, and by alternating from crouch block to stand block very quickly, you can keep your character in this blocking stance. This is important to note because a lot of command grabs and even regular throws in this game can give you combos, left-right mix-ups, and safe jumps to continue pressure. The biggest weakness of this technique is that you are vulnerable to chain loads, as you are forced to enter a standing blocking stance to continue your alternate guard. Experiment with this technique on defense, especially against amazing grapplers like Bark and Vice, and reap the benefits of their whiffed command grabs for a huge combo. In KOF 13, due to some characters not even having a close or far normal, and with how lenient proximity can be, you can create block strings that can be absolutely absurd, allowing you to frame trap your opponent to an incredible degree. Characters like Hyo and Yuri have a far-reaching proximity on their close heavy punches, and because these are incredibly quick, when done in combination with their other options, make it very difficult to figure out what your opponent is trying to do when you're on the back foot. Movement can also play a massive factor in this game, with Takuma and Mr. Karate for example having really shallow hops to help create devastating high-low pressure. All I can recommend here is to play the game and learn matchups while also not being afraid to spend bar on guard cancel roll and guard cancel blowback, and being prepared to check the opponent on an ill-timed hop or frame trap when required to do so. This game has an incredible assortment of cross-ups, with characters having at least one of them that is easily doable in a variety of situations. Lots of characters are able to exploit this ability, from numerous standing cross-ups to being able to cross up from a hop. Your defensive and offensive abilities will truly be put to the test. Once again, all I can recommend is learning your character thoroughly and finding ways to exploit your best cross-up, while also being aware of the ranges the opposing player can perform these with their characters as well. Finally, rolls are a little bit weaker in this game than they are in KOF 15, with them varying a ton between each character from distance travel to recovery time. This changes yet again when you are running, increasing both the duration of the roll and the distance travel. The finer details can be overlooked for the context of this video, but it's important to note that although rolls are still incredibly important, they have a time and a place to be used, and with this game's combo system, poor use of this tool can and will punish you severely. And that's about it for the main tips I can offer to you for getting ready for the KOF 13 Global Match beta test and hopefully prepare you for its release in the near future. I hope you enjoy the beta test. Fingers crossed it turns out well and we get to have an excellent experience with it. Other than that, all I have to say is I hope you found this video informative and enjoyable. If you did, please like and subscribe and check out my other videos on my channel. And this is Lord Tenrai signing out.